Inside Case Arena for the final week of IHSAA volleyball here on ISC and the Hot Dog Network as the Hot Dogs play host to the Warriors of Danville. Tonight's game is brought to you by Eagles 976. Frankfort Eagles 976. They are people helping people. By Day and Genda Funeral Home. Proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. And by Mulberry Telecommunications. Mintel Fiber Services offer the best gig in town. Welcome to the Day and Genda Funeral Home pregame show, putting family first alongside Gene Kesterson. I'm Kurt Darling. Gene, good to be with you. Final week of the regular season here for football in the volleyball in the IHSAA. This is my very first volleyball game I'm doing this season, believe it or not.
I'm glad I have a chance to do it with you.
Exactly. I'm certainly glad to do it as well. But anyway, final week for the regular season in volleyball here on the IHSAA.
It's going to be exciting. I'm excited to see how much Frankfort has grown. I had a chance to watch them earlier in the season, and their warm-up, and every match I watch them play, they get better, progressively better. So, it's going to be a fun match.
We just took a look at the starting lineups for Danville. Now we get a look at the starters here for Frankfort. Again, you have a lot of good players for this roster as well. Lily Rockhold, one to watch as well. But getting the start tonight, the senior Tiffany Zhang going to be in here tonight. She is our Fiberhawk, fast, affordable Fiberhawk player to watch here tonight.
Senior night, and you get your own special night. That is wonderful. And it just says something how young Frankfort is. If I'm looking, my little sheet here, they have one senior, two juniors, two sophomores, and one freshman. And the freshman's leading them in kills. Frankfort, the Hot Dogs, are going to be pretty good for a while.
Indeed they are. Of course, the other player to watch tonight for Danville, number one, Reese Speckman. Again, number one tonight for our players to watch. She is something special, though, for the Warriors this season. She is third in kills among attackers in the Sagamore Conference this season.
And that's pretty good. But they have a lot of offensive weapons and a setter that's doing remarkable things. They have two seniors, two juniors, and two sophomores as starters. This is going to be fun.
Two young teams indeed. And of course, Gene, you coached volleyball for a long time, and of course being heavily involved in the IHSVCA. What is it like from a coach's perspective having such young talent on a team like this when you're a head coach?
It's so exciting. It's like, okay, you can tolerate a little mistakes, but their volleyball IQ, that's what both coaches are saying, are so much better. That is the trick of getting a young team to play much better, is the volleyball IQ. So I'm anxious to watch them play.
Tonight's officials are Sunday Mills as well as Timothy Nicely, and they're sponsored by Aaron's Flooring, offering luxury vinyl, plank, carpet installation, and more. Visit aaronsflooringllc.com for more information or call 765-601-4145 for a free quote. Also, our starting lineups were brought to you by Ardente Dental. Healthy smiles start here. We are set to go inside of Case Arena as the officials check the final starters and get set to go for what is the final week here of volleyball here in the state of Indiana. This is also the regular season finale for Danville in particular. Frankfort still has a end of season tournament that they have to get to later on this week before we get to sectional play. So starting things off will be the senior Tiffany Zhang, wearing the number one jersey tonight. We're underway here inside Case Arena. Tipped up and a big block right there up front by Ella Vandermark as well as McCormick up front.
It was interesting that Danville released two blockers to our outside. Okay, they kind of have a little game plan. We're going to stop their big outside, even if she is a freshman.
So the first point goes to the Warriors here, and now putting up the serve this time is going to be Cooper Stone. And on the return, easy dig by Sophia Windmiller, and a nice kill down the middle by Reese Speckman.
So that was a smart shot. Hit high, elbows high, so that was good. And the passing's good. Both sides are actually, first ball contact's pretty good.
Again, Reese Speckman third in kills, 211, now 212 kills on the season with that one right there. Frankfort going to try and get the serve back here. And some quick offense on the other side there by Danville. But still well fielded there by the Hot Dogs, only for a moment. but it's spiked down again there by Wynn Miller.
I did not see that movement from Frankfort the first two matches. Now I'm seeing it like we expected to get them up. So that's positive. Looking for positive.
Of course, going right for those balls whenever they can. Again, we play best of 25 here in set number 1. Tipped up. Frankfort trying to set up the freshman Rockhold. She can't quite get it down. Still, there's an opportunity over the net. And now the Hot Dogs with the advantage. Rockhold sends it a little long, and it's now 4-0 to the Warriors.
Down official called a touch off the block, so it's going to be points.
And now they confirm that it is a Frankfort point. Even the Danville players were like, "Wait a minute,
what?"
So that's a break there that's a break there for the Hot Dogs.
Well, the down official had it called, so the up official just had to look down and touch.
So the libero in here for the Hot Dogs now. That is Caroline Queen tonight. Big block at the net there that time by McAtee. Quick over the net that time goes Smith. Winding it up there was Speckman. We have a whistle, and it's a net violation going to be on the Hot Dogs.
But again, I'm just focusing the first set on Frankfort. Their defense was lined up perfectly around their block. So, again, all good things. And then Danville's just very, very consistent with their first ball and second ball contact as well.
So back at the serve this time here for Speckman the first time. And she just sends that a little wide. And that is a big service error and a break here for the Hot Dogs.
And they have people doing push-ups. Is that a tradition here? Okay, this is fun. Okay.
Jalen Smith, the sophomore captain this time here for the serve on Frankfort.
The down officials just checking the score lineup and make sure everyone's in the right place.
It also looked like they may have been a little late getting the point on the board for Danville that last time out. Well, if I'm not mistaken, shouldn't it be 2 points for Frankfort here at this? Yeah, there we go. They have it corrected.
Okay.
Because they had the scoreboard showing 5-1, but it was actually 4-2 off of that
touch off the block.
Touch off the block, as you mentioned there, Gene. And so now they have to see if they have the right personnel on the court at the moment. So while we have a moment, tonight's game is brought to you by Frankfort Eagles 976, serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit f.o.e.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort.
Actually, they feel like they didn't rotate when they should have or something, but they're out of rotation. Danville's out of rotation.
So now it's trying to figure out who will have the next serve once Danville gets the ball back.
Well, actually, they're trying to figure out who should be on the court and what order they need to receive serve.
Gotcha. And this can
last a little longer.
certainly be a little frustrating. And that's kind of the thing with the sport of volleyball. It's very intricate, and they watch this sort of thing like a hawk whenever you have substitutions going in and out of the ball game.
That little 10-foot line's there for a reason. If you had 6 attackers at the net, actually 5 attackers, one setter, it would be terrible. Faces would be hit. I mean, you could go head hunting and no. That's why you have a 10-foot line.
So it looks like they have most of everything figured out here now, as Coach Danielle Shepard for the Warriors is making sure her personnel have all of their assignments in order. Of course, we mentioned Danielle Shepard, the head coach for the Warriors. On the other side, Kia Rushton, the head coach of Frankfort. In her 10th season, she's 142 and 201 in that time.
All right, we're ready to play.
And so now we're finally ready to get back to the action after that delay here. Again, it's going to be Jalen Smith, the sophomore captain, putting it in play. And Danville has to bail out of that one, and a free point there for the Hot Dogs.
Again, that was their first, what's a one set option. So setter only had one option, go to the pen, didn't stay aggressive with it.
Danville setting up Speckman, and that's touched off the block. That's going to go down and a point for the Warriors.
Middle blocker just needed to press both hands, and she knew it. Her left hand was late getting over because the middle blockers want to press back to 6 with the free throw lane in the blue.
So now back in rotation, this time for the Warriors, as they lead 5-3.
Out of rotation.
And once again, we're having a hard time with the rotation on both sides of the net tonight, and that's going to be a point here for Danville.
It looks as if the setter left too early. A lot of times in club they get away with it, but you have an official like right there watching, and that's his job.
Speckman puts it back in play. Sent long that time by Moody, and just getting the touch, but not quite enough hustle, and Danville comes away with it again.
And again, they're not giving up on a ball. Because I'm up here looking at the future, a future team.
As you mentioned, this is a young team here for the Hot Dogs. Only one senior with Tiffany Zhang, who got the start tonight. And the service error goes long, and a point here for Frankfort. As we get a few more substitutions here, the libero in for the first time tonight. That is Riley Bumgartner here for Danville. Second in the conference in aces. She will be intricate on the serve when she gets it. Speckman tries to touch it. A big block that time. Chloe Moody with a little bit of help as well from Justine Thomas.
The block was really tight. The set was tight, and the only thing the hitter could do was get a wipe off the block. Try to tool it out of bounds.
And a wise move right there by Bumgartner on the back line to let that one go for a service error. Now Cassie Thompson comes into the ball game here for Danville. She will have the serve, a sophomore. In Danville only having 4 seniors on their roster overall for varsity, but they play a lot of younger players as well. Winding up, but a big block up front that time by Sophia Windmiller, along with some help from Stone.
That was a healthy swing. You don't like healthy swings because if you just tip a roll, the defense, the blocks, but the block was solid, and they did press back. So that was good play on both sides.
Windmiller getting that block. She is 5th in the conference in blocking. She also has 429 kills on the year. So there is a lot of offense to choose from here if you're the Danville Warriors, as they have an 18-9 record coming into this ball game. Now we have
still trying to get him in rotation, and it might be that it was entered differently. And no offense, but I've done that at semi-state, and I was like, just learn how to play. So so I've done that. So just get him in the correct service order.
So while we figure that out, tonight's game brought to you by Healthy Communities of Clinton County, which is the coalition committed to reducing the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities, by decreasing stigma and encouraging policy system and environmental changes. The vision of Healthy Communities is to make the healthy choice the easy choice. For more information, visit healthyclintoncounty.org.
Okay, so the coach is now going, okay, we're out of lineup. Let's figure out who's playing what position.
It just seems to me, when you have one in particular set where you're out of rotation, that can kind of affect the rest of the set before you get to the next set to figure that out the next time.
Absolutely. Okay, you've never played right side, you're right side. And the kids figured it out. Give them ownership. That's what we tried to do.
And trying to do an off-speed hit right there was Justine Thomas, but couldn't quite get the contact she wanted. And another point to Danville.
It was open. Just didn't finish the roll shot.
Right now the rally here for Danville with Thompson serving. On the other side, just getting it out. And no overrule from the official. And it looks like they may they're going to give the point to Frankfort. They're going to call that in.
Okay. All right, just 1 point. Just got to recover quickly.
So back in play we go. That is Ella McAtee. Speckman. And a whistle. And another net violation.
Yes. You can tell the player came down and just went, I was in the net. I mean, you penetrate, you got to make sure you don't attack the net and continue having your hand go forward.
They got Brooklyn Perry on that one. So 11-6 here at the moment. Danville has led from the start here in the opening set. Miss hit on the dig that time. That goes down as an ace that time for the Warriors.
And again, that's I think the first easy pass that I've seen missed. Easy serve. One of the easy serves.
Cooper Stone serving. That is her 9th ace on the season. That's Perry, and she finds an opening.
She found the campfire. Although it's raining outside, it wouldn't be a good night for campfire. So she found the donut.
Although it is fall, so it is a good time for campfires.
Got to wait for the wood to dry out. Thank goodness.
Hopefully you got some VizQueen over it right now. Sent up here by Danville. Speckman has an awkward shot, finds the net, or finds the floor. What a turn of the shot right there by Reese Speckman.
And she has, 212 is what you said right now?
Now 213 kills with that one.
A strong hitter, very strong hitter. I'm sorry, she rotated her shoulders a little bit towards that.
Her second kill of the night with that one.
Yeah.
Going up as Perry tried to split the defenders, and Speckman keeps it going. Now 3 kills on the night.
Speckman just hit over the right side block, the outside blocker's hand until she came down and, went off my left hand.
The rally's still going here for Danville. Back the other way. Trying to get the fake out that time, looking for Thomas, and she sends that one out of play.
It was a nice idea, but she mishandled the ball. It lasted too long on her left hand, so it squared up and followed through. I mean, that was good because it kind of, the blockers weren't ready.
Sent up. Options here for Frankfort. Trying to get the offhand that time was Harold. Loading up, and just on the outside of the line that time was Thomas. And the officials confab, and they were going to give the point to Danville.
This for the Big Ten, we'd be in video review. I want to review. 10 minutes later, we're going to play.
Service error, and the point goes back here to Frankfort. A much-needed break there for the Hot Dogs to break the Warrior rally.
So one thing for a young team, Danville, is if there's controversy, get your next serve over so you can continue with the momentum, and they're going to be worried about the last call.
Tiffany Zhang back into the lineup, the senior captain, the lone senior tonight here for senior night for the Hot Dog volleyball team. Speckman, though, puts it back down again.
And again, over the setter's hands, and I think the Hot Dogs are just going to move their middle back a little bit to her right because she's aiming for the left sideline.
Sophia Windmiller, the junior, serving now, 43 aces on the season. Loading it up, and a nice kill that time goes in favor of the Hot Dogs. Brooklyn Perry, the sophomore.
That was nice. I mean, a high elbow, follow through. It looked really good. It found the hole.
Perry,
and a point. Yes, that was good.
Perry leads the team in blocks. So excellent on the net as well as finding the points, and that one just finds the line there for Danville.
Coach Shepard said that, we're going to go quick. We're going to try to quicken our offense. It's something we need, going through sectionals and everything. So that was good. They set their middles. That was good and was quick.
Serving now here for Danville is Baumgartner, and she just slips that over, and that's a point. Rather, it's going to be going into the net, and a point here for Frankfort. So another unforced error there by the Warriors. Works into the advantage of the Frankfort Hot Dogs. Back in play we go. Speckman in some traffic. Can't get it over.
That was a crossing play. So you run the quick, hope the block stays, and you have a person crossing over having a second tempo. So you should be she just had her elbow. She just reached a little bit higher.
Serving for the second time this set is Smith, and she sends that one long. Tonight's game is brought to you by Day and Genda Funeral Home, where they believe in putting family first. As active members of the community, they know when dealing with a loss, seeing a familiar face and being treated like family is important. Day and Genda Funeral Home will serve your family in a unique way. To find out more, visit dayandgenda.com for more information. So we've gone back and forth here between serves, between these two teams. Trying to find it, just slips it over.
Yes.
Frankfort doesn't quit. And Danville has to try again. Long. This time again, Rockhold. Still looking for her first kill tonight. Sends that one out of bounds.
But still, nice play. I mean, the Hot Dogs are staying in the play, which is good, yes.
And now a timeout going to be called here on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. Back in a moment here on the Hot Dog Network.
Frankfort Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Tonight's game is brought to you by FiberHawk, now available for FiberHawk Internet. Super fast speeds, no more buffering, perfect sizes for all businesses as well. FiberHawk offers every speed to fit your internet needs. For more offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com or call 765-922-HAWK. Fast, affordable, FiberHawk. Alongside Gene Kesterson, I'm Kurt Darling. Gene, it's been all Danville here in set number one.
Yes, but Frankfort is playing well. It's just sometimes the other team plays a little bit better for you.
Case in point, Lily Rockhold finally getting that elusive first kill of the night. She has been leading the team in that regard as a freshman.
Well, she had good reach. She had a good ball contact, hit in the correct zone. She was able to follow through and had some speed on it.
On the serve this time. Sending it out of bounds here is Danville. Another point here for Frankfort.
But still, that was a nice swing. She didn't follow through. You know, just attack the ball. You got to make sure you finish it.
Ashley Zhang, the younger sister of Tiffany Zhang, on the serve. The Hot Dogs with an opportunity here. Speckman sends it up, and unable to track it down that time is Zhang.
But they went running for it. Again, I'm looking for foundation for next season.
And there's certainly a lot to build on here if you're head coach
Yes.
Kia Ruston.
I did tell Coach Shepard it's going to be pro the Hot Dogs. Sorry. But it's exciting to see their growth.
Outside again, Thomas just finds the back corner, and they're going to call that in. A big kill there for Thomas to keep the set going here for the Hot Dogs.
That was nice. High hand, set it inside a little bit, so they're changing their set location, and you tag the end line. That's wonderful.
Ella McAtee just gets that in, and a service let right there ends up with an ace.
Net tape, service tape, you got to love those. Usually end in aces if it goes over.
So a quick point right there for the Hot Dogs. Leaves a 6-point deficit. Thomas again finds the middle. And the Hot Dogs on a little bit of a run here in the latter part of this set.
I love it. They changed the set. Instead of going to the pen, they're moving in a little bit. Maybe have one block or a little bit more seam. This is very smart.
McAtee serving an excellent set so far here for the Hot Dogs. Quick move. Zhang has to bail it out. Speckman again, touched off of the block that time, and it's a point to Danville.
Both sides are playing well. I mean, that was a smart thumb went up. I think she went to tool. She did go to tool the hands. So smart play on both sides. Back
in play goes Stone. Sent up, and again a block right at the net that time by that blocking duo of Windmiller, as well as Vandermark. Touched again, and a point to the Warriors.
Hands were a little late on the block. She knew it. Harrington knew it. And she goes, my hands, I didn't get them over in time. It was there. It just wasn't set up with the forearms locked out.
Stone once again trying to get Danville to set point here. Outside that time again, a good strike there by Chloe Moody.
Tooled off the hands, hit high wrist, reached out, tooled the line, points. Gotta love it.
That was actually Brooklyn Perry with the kill there. And a costly service error that time for the Hot Dogs.
All right.
And that was Morgan Harrington just putting that into the net. Set point here now for Danville. Trying to set up Speckman. She has the strike. And a little bit of a miss hit on the block that time by Perry. And that results in Danville taking set number 1. We go to set number 2 at the other end of this quick timeout. Alongside Gene Kesterson, I'm Kurt Darling. Back in a moment here on the Hot Dog Network.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
The offensive source in this quarter. Brady, hello, has the first down. Smith tracks it down. Shot at the buzzer. Sideline. He cuts it back. Can he get to the goal line? Stankham looks for his man and fell from the seat of his pants. Makes the grab. Johnson gets by that first wave. Bounces it outside. Johnson into the end zone. Touchdown, Lawrence Central.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Aaron's Flooring, offering luxury vinyl plank carpet installation and more. Visit aaronsflooringllc.com for more information or call 765-601-4145 for a free quote. Once again, alongside Gene Kesterson, I'm Kurt Darling, going to set number 2 here inside of Case Arena. Final week of IHSAA volleyball here on the Hot Dog Network. So, Gene, set 1 goes to Danville, but still, it was a heck of an effort by Frankfort.
Absolutely. I mean, they're matching Danville's skills and their effort. They're going for balls that weeks ago they would just go, okay, it's off the court. But now they're making effort, and they're more consistent with their first ball contact, which is critical for success on this court.
And they've had to go up against a very hot blocking duo in Sophia Windmiller as well as Ella Vandermark. Some perspective on that. Against Sophia Windmiller, she leads the conference in blocking, but also on top of that, you have Ella Vandermark within there as well. She's statistically the best hitter. She also leads Class 3A in hitting overall.
Yes.
So you have a lot of talent here that this front line here for Frankfort has to go up against in this set.
It's interesting. Frankfurt started setting into like the forward zone, so it wasn't at the pin. It's a little bit different just to throw up the block a little bit. One thing that would help if Frankfurt could set middle, get their middles involved, so then the outside hitters, which is their primary hitters, most high school, some college teams, that's it. So they only have one blocker or seam that they can hit into.
And also, if your head coach, Danielle Shepard, I'm guessing you have your rotation down pat here before starting this next set.
I think so.
Of course, if you're just joining us, we had a few stoppages in play because we had some players out of rotation on both sides of the net, mind you, so It wasn't exactly universal to Danville. But some growing pains here getting into this.
Speaking of growing pains, Coach Shepard, in January, number 2, baby number 2. It's a double.
Definitely congratulations to her as we get a double hit violation on Frankfort to start this opening set. But, of course, yes, congratulations to Danielle Shepard. Expecting a little one here in just a little bit.
I asked her to wait till February, my birthday. She goes, oh, no.
So Danville keeping the set going here in set number 2.
Under.
And once again, the front line there underneath the net when making contact. So that's going to be a point here for Danville.
Okay, Danville's starting out serving more aggressively, or at least the first few serves. So it had some speed on it, so it wasn't as good a pass as Frankfort has had in the first set.
Danville only had 1 ace in that opening set. So Frankfort has been solid, at least getting off the serve here. Going the other way this time. Frankfort going with the quick ball, as is Danville. Harrington has to send that one back in. Speckman with a big load up and a nice block up front by the Hot Dogs. That was Perry in on that one, but still, from that back line that time, that is Calla Harold getting a kill on that one for the Warriors.
That was nice. Elbow high, thumb up a little bit, pulled back to her left, hit the right back corner, or close to the right back corner.
That is Harold's 20th kill on the season with that strike. And there's another ace this time for the Warriors. That one goes to Windmiller.
Again, service pressure. So they haven't, Frankfort, has not been in system yet because of the serve. Serving with speed, it hurts.
So it's a 4-0 rally here to start this second set for the Warriors. Frankfort trying to find that point to break the serve. Frankfort again not quitting up front. Danville caught unaways a little bit. Here's an opportunity. Sent up, and the kill to Justine Thomas, her second.
Again, staying aggressive. Him with a little speed, hit into high hands on the Brove, went right through her hands.
Another thing I'm noticing here, Gene, is even when Danville gets on just little runs, that's what they are, little runs. They're not letting them get out of hand a little bit, even though Danville has at least been able to control the ball a little bit more.
Absolutely, which is good.
Loading it up from the back that time again is Harold. She sends that one a little long.
It's one thing you're going to see in the women's game. It started at the BIC, the high set back, and now everyone's doing it, especially Texas.
Zhang sends it back in. Speckman has to get rid of it. Here is Rockhold. Quick ball up, still going right at that one is Rockhold, the freshman. And off the block up front, that is Cooper Stone.
That was nice. Only one blocker up. She found the ball.
That is her 9th solo block of the season right there, her 41st overall.
She was strong core, went up, pressed over, block, came down and went, okay.
That results in a point here for Danville. And the libero Bumgartner. Rockhold going up against that strong line again for Danville, but still Frankfort playing some quick ball. They have some blocking prowess as well. And Danville still comes away with it.
Danville has the second ball over from the setter. They have it covered. They have the Bro covering. Frankfort hasn't done that. Their setter has not, two-hand tipped over recently. So.
And a service error that time for Bumgartner. So while we have a moment, let us be the first to welcome you to the Fiber Hood. Mintel Fiber Optic Services offers super fast, reliable internet with gigabit speed, streaming TV packages, and voice solutions. Visit more at mintel.net, MINTEL.net. There's a big point off the serve that time for Frankfort.
A little miscommunication on Danville. It was up. The other players were like, you get it, you get it. No one got it.
Caroline Queen, one of a few freshmen on this varsity roster here for Frankfort. And a big kill again that time by Speckman.
Ran a nice combination play in the middle, and they haven't run a lot of middle. They run more middle than Frankfort, but that was a combination, so who do you block?
Speckman with now kill number 6 on the evening. Right at the net, and that's just a tough spot right there.
Yes. Okay, good. Setter is front. It's like, okay, where's the setter? Okay, good. So, yes, those are tough.
Back in play we go. Setting it up again here for the Hot Dogs. Speckman from the back line. Man, a lot of mustard on that one, but just sends that a little long.
I think it needed some ketchup. Was that the hot dog? So hot dog point?
I am so glad you got
point
that
hot
one
dog.
right
Okay,
there.
good.
Point hot dogs
oh
indeed.
Oh, my gosh.
Here's Jalen Smith. A nifty serve right there by the sophomore. Rockhold. And can't quite get the right contact.
Okay, Frankfort's passing first ball contact's broken down a little bit. They're passing like 2.5s. A lot of times 3s now. They're barely getting 1s in. So 1 meaning the setter gets the ball up and maybe someone can take a swing.
Here's Taylor Chandler now into the first time. She gets the serve. Danville to Speckman. Another one off the block that time for the Hot Dogs. And a big dig, but almost an effort there by the freshman queen.
That was a nice turn. I'm going to hit over on 2 or hit over. I'm just going to go over and score some points. Windmiller's pretty good.
Still, how about this blocking from McAtee as well as Chloe Moody
yes.
up front? They are outstanding off there. Thomas gets that one touched up, and that's a point to the... No, it's going to be going to Danville.
Out of bounds.
Goes just out of bounds that time. It looked like it may have been touched by Danville, but they say not.
That's kind of smart. They're setting back row because the block is so dominant from Danville. The block comes down. We're going to have another hitter taking the ball.
There's a big ace that time for the Warriors. That is Michaelin Knuckles with her 23rd ace on the year. So she is certainly reliable serving the ball here for Danville. Rockhold having a tough time finding the floor today. Still, nice block up front there with Rockhold along with some help from... That time was Ella McAtee.
Okay, Frankfort's going to go. It needs to be now. They need to put some service pressure. As a coach up here, body language. Come on, kids. You can still get in this.
Zhang puts it in play. And just finding a seam that time was Ella Vandermark.
Again, first ball contact. Danville, perfect. Back set. They had the block there, but no one covering short.
Vandermark second on the team in kills behind Speckman here for Danville. And there's another hard serve that Frankfort is just able to negate right there. What an effort. And then Thomas with a free hit there. Still Speckman. Nice dig there by Queen. Thomas can't come up with it again. You're right, Gene. Even though Danville is getting a lot of these points, Frankfort is fighting for each one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to love that part. Again, building a foundation of greatness takes time.
Thomas again with another windup. Nothing there.
Okay.
And another quick shot over the net that time by Wynn Miller.
You can tell she kind of dropped that elbow a little bit. She's coming over. Coming over on 2.
Vandermark continuing the serve here for the Warriors. Off-speed shot there by Harold. Thomas again trying to find the back corner. Sends that a little long.
A little bit quicker arm swing. A little quicker arm swing.
And a timeout here taken by the Hot Dogs. This timeout brought to you by Ardente Dental, which offers high-tech dentistry with a personal touch. Whether you're a brand new patient or have been with us for years, we're here to serve you. Give us a call at 765-654-7222 or visit us online at ardentedental.com. Ardente Dental, we bring smiles to life. Even though, again, Frankfort down a set and a half at the point so far here in this contest. Still a lot to smile about. And if I were to say here, if I was head coach Kia Rushton, they have had a heck of an effort tonight, but still Danville has just looked that much more organized in trying to get some points on the board.
It's not over yet. Look at me. It's not over yet. One thing that would help with their volleyball IQ, when the setter, number 9, Wynn Miller, when she's communicating with her front row and even back row, they need to look and learn how to read lips so they can anticipate which way to go. Because she's communicating, their heads are nodding, and she's setting them on a 3-ball pass.
So far it has been a 3-point rally for Ella Vandermark. And she'll keep the serve here out of the timeout. Thomas again running right into that brick wall. That time it was Speckman with some help from Wynn Miller.
Oh, no. That was...
That
ball wasn't penetrating the net, went down on Danville's side.
Oh, there we go.
Point hot dogs.
Point hot dogs indeed. So the hot dogs again with an opportunity, but a hard hit that time by Kala Harold.
That was hard. And it was on the left side, which means her hips are facing outside. They're facing the bleachers. Those are hard to bring back.
Harold with her second kill of the night, that time one of 4 seniors on this Danville squad. Again, Perry with a little bit of an opportunity that time, but just slips that on the wrong side of the line and puts the serve back here with Danville.
Her elbow was low. She was going hands. She's trying to find the block, tool the block.
So the Warriors starting to run away with this one a little bit here. Speckman on the other side with a big touch, but a nice effort by Queen. And again, as I mentioned before, the brick wall there with Harold along with Wynn Miller up front.
Again, Harold is just coming back after injury. She missed part of the season and coming back and doing some wonderful things.
Perry again, a big windup, but is still again Cooper Stone up there with the block now.
Okay, they have a block there. Let's move the offense around and not have the setter dump on the second ball.
And they try to move the offense around, as you mentioned there, Gene, but Danville is prepared that time for Moody's attack.
And it was blocked out of bounds, so...
It's still a point here for the Hot Dogs, so they get a break.
They get smart. That was smart. They get a point. Yay. Volleyball IQ. Tool the block.
So here's Morgan Harrington. Tough serve that time, but Danville able to take advantage of it.
Yeah. Wynn Miller's pretty good.
Again, 5th in the Sagamore Conference in blocking, 3rd best hitter overall. So she is a complete player.
Absolutely, and that's what the coach
Danville
said. That's what the coach said. She can do. She can hit. She can block, and she can definitely set.
She can do it all. Little disarray that time there for Frankfort. Danville tries to take advantage of it. Pushed out of bounds.
Touch off
and
the
they're
block.
going to say it was touched off the block, so that'll be a point to Danville.
It could have been blocked off the defensive player as well. I'm not sure if it's at the net or someplace in the court.
So Danville, again, running away with this one. It was a much closer set in the opening one here of this match. Another tough serve. Frankfort has to get rid of it, and they do. Speckman. And she just has that pure touch to get another one.
It's a service pressure. Danville's bringing this set. I think when they were out of rotation, it kind of confused them a little bit, but they're back to serving aggressively.
Certainly in a rhythm. Perry just off, and they're going to say that was in. Just finding the back corner that time was Brooklyn Perry.
Nice speed. It's hit with a little bit more. I'm going to score this time. Like, I'm tired of getting blocked. So very nice offensive play for the Hot Dogs.
So here's Addie Keck, the sophomore. Hard serve that time there by Keck. It is a 50-50 ball over the net, and the Hot Dogs at least come away with it. And now,
back row block.
indeed, that looks like it is the call.
Back row attack.
Looks like a back row attack going to be against Sophia Windmiller.
Okay.
So that's going to be a point here for the Hot Dogs. So Frankfort trying to extend this set as much as they can. Setting it up, Perry. With a nice little touch over the net, easily fielded there by Danville. Speckman loads it up again. Here's Rockhold. And she is just having a tough night. They're off of those blockers there. Chandler and Windmiller again in on that.
Okay, she needs to wait. Once you start your approach, you don't stop. You accelerate through it, and you got to reach a little bit higher. I'm just working with her, coaching her right now.
Set point here for Danville. Speckman. Nice block up front there by Frankfort. Speckman tries again. She goes to the back that time, and an arcing shot finds the floor to put the set away here to make it 2-0 in this match for the Warriors. Now available FiberHawk Internet. Super fast speeds, no more buffering, perfect sizes for all and businesses. FiberHawk offers every speed that meets your internet needs. Find out more at fiberhawk.com and call 765-922-HAWK for fast, affordable FiberHawk. Back in a moment here on the ISC Sports Network.
Hi there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we do Query and Schultz on ISC Sports Network. And Derek, unlike Ted Lasso, we have a third season.
That's right. Season number 3 right now, ISCSportsNetwork.com. You can see episodes on Comcast 81 as well, Mondays at 7:30. I'm talking about our show, Jake, this beloved show that people tune into every single week. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, so many ways to watch Query and Schultz every Monday, 7:30. Tune in and hang out with us.
And you don't have to be a goldfish. You'll remember everything we say.
Frankfort Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfort, Indiana.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Going to the third set here on the Hot Dog Network inside Case Arena, as the Hot Dogs try to at least extend this match against the Danville Warriors in a Sagamore Conference matchup. Alongside Gene Kesterson, I'm Kurt Darling. Gene, Danville, as we talked off air, service pressure. That last time here was really what made the difference in that second set.
Absolutely. It's kind of hard to run your offense when the setter's in the middle of the court trying to find the outside pen. And the blockers for Danville were just waiting on her.
And so now, if you're Frankfort, how do you adjust for that going into this next set?
I think serve more aggressively. They weren't serving as aggressive as they thought they were the first set. Use your back row. They're starting to do that a little bit. I did like when they, in the beginning of the second set, they were changing and not setting the pin. They were moving their offense in. Honestly, if they get the good pass, they need to establish their middle.
So both these teams, again, have a tough schedule ahead here as we get into postseason play. Again, Frankfort still has an end-of-season tournament that they'll be taking part in later on this week. This is their final single-night regular season game of the season. Of course, they're coming off of a loss to Crawfordsville just a few days ago. But now if you're Danville, on the other hand, they have won 4 of their last 5 matches coming into this one. This is it for them on the regular season. They then have 9 days off before their next match.
9 days. You could do a lot as a coach in 9 days.
Speckman puts that one into the back to get the opening point here for Danville.
It's a nice swing. High hand, you watch it, and when you can attack and hit almost the paint, we call that the paint inline, that's a great shot. That's hard to defend.
course, 9 days, does that do anything for competitive edge as far as not being in matches, or is it just you just do what you go through your motions as a point goes to Frankfurt?
If you do that, what I would do, sectional Monday, tradition, it's like HE double hockey sticks. I'm not going to say anything bad, but yes, we snap their heads around and go, this is what we have. We have a boys team that was pretty good. They won 9 state championships. So we would have our boys in. Only if they were managers, they couldn't come in unless they've helped. So we have managers at each of the levels, and they come in and scrimmage our kids. So our kids are playing players that are taller. Okay, don't know what's going on. But taller and it's good. Yes, we don't take a day off. We watch game film a little bit more. If we had 9 days off, no days off.
So Thomas on the serve. So Perry on the serve there gets the ace on the previous point, but of course has a service error right there. But coach, that is the first lead tonight that Frankfort has had 2-1 here in this set number 3.
And that's good. You know, they're not giving up, and that's what I'm seeing from this team the whole season long. They keep getting better. They're going to make mistakes.
Queen tries to find the back, can't do it that time. Speckman touched up off the block there by Smith. Rockhold attacks Speckman, and she digs that one. Putting it up again, Harrington. And a nice off-speed shot that time there. That was Cooper Stone who just kind of flopped it over and was able to find the back.
But you see players running in a straight line, which you're supposed to, in a straight line, not across, but in a line towards the ball, trying to recover that. I didn't see that the first week I was here.
So a little tight here in the early parts of this third set. And having to check up that time there was McAtee. Quick ball again. Loose up. On the back that time was Knuckles. Danville again. Other side. Pushing it over there was Chandler. Rockhold again. Speckman. And a big effort there by Queen along the back line. Speckman again. Block up front there by the Hot Dogs.
Yes.
Frankfort is not quitting here on this rally. But still a solo block there, that time by Stone. That is her second solo block of the night. What a way to end that one right there.
But Caroline Queen is running the back court. I mean, she's seeing the ball where it's going as it's leaving the hitter's hands or the platform hands.
There's a reason she leads the team in digs
yes.
for a reason.
Look at that. Into the bleachers,
That'll
into
be
the
an
chairs.
Ace. But still, Caroline Queen coming into the night, 302 digs on the year. That is impressive.
But more than that, I mean, she recognizes players. She brings the people together like the bro's supposed to do.
First ace of the night there by Bumgartner. She sets up Speckman, and she just finds a seam inside there to get another kill.
Okay, let's go to the freshman. She'll learn. Actually, she leaning back, shoulders back. When she touched the ball, the hitter touched the ball, setter touched the ball, you got to be leaning in.
9 kills now today for Speckman. Can she make it 10? No, she cannot. Just pushed out of bounds, and a point goes back here to the Hot Dogs.
And again, that was Queen recovering that ball and getting it over, so point goes to the Bro.
So here's Jalen Smith, again, the sophomore captain. She puts it in play. In traffic that time, and nicely done again by Speckman.
Off-speed shot. Everyone's back waiting for her to hit hard, and off-speed is like, what? You bunted? No, you're a hitter.
Tonight's game brought to you by Frankfort Eagles 976, serving the community since 1905 with more than 900 members locally. Find out more about what they are and who they do and who they are at f.o.e.com.
Service ace, their platform was too high, and eye contact wasn't down a little bit, but okay, all her teammates went over, you got the next one, and she's like, yes, I do. So positive reaction.
Speckman on the serve. Rockhold again having a tough time finding the floor tonight. Oh, and just off of the fingertips there for Thomas. And that is going to be a point to Danville.
That's tough play. But learn and keep getting better. A little bit harder hands, get it a little bit higher. You have the first contact and you can't handle it, you just get as high as you can. Top of the dome.
Speckman with a quick serve, and that just touches the paint, as you put it earlier, Gene.
Yes.
And that is an ace.
We would put clipboards out, and if you could hit that, you get a little piece of candy.
What kind of candy?
Little, like Halloween candy.
Ah, there you
little
go.
Halloween candy.
Timeout on the court here. Tonight's game brought to you by Healthy Communities of Clinton County. We want to thank our friends at Healthy Communities, where recovery is possible. If you know someone you love is struggling with addiction, reach out to Healthy Communities at 659-6063 or go to healthyclintoncounty.org and let us help you get on the path to recovery today. So again, a big effort here by the Hot Dogs so far, even though they are down by 7 in this set. Just certainly a pep in the step of the Hot Dogs here going into the latter half of this season.
They're not quitting, so, Danville's good. Well-coached team, some skilled players in skilled positions.
They've won 18 games for a reason.
Exactly.
Off the serve again, another ace for Reese Speckman.
The reason they're serving really, really well. That's a little drive serve. It's going to come at you. You just got to make sure you can step back or drop your shoulders.
Rockhold again tries to load it up, and you can see she's a little frustrated tonight with how things have gone for her. They've just really honed in on her whenever she's gotten set up on offense.
Well, that's because she leads the team in kills. You're going to go after the number one hitter. If they're a freshman or sophomore, it doesn't matter.
Queen again with another impressive dig off of the serve. Floating it over that time is Stone.
And she was releasing by the time the setter took the ball. Her shoulders were squared. She's going to do the slide. So
up again here is Speckman. Trying to find the back. It just touches the outside line, and they're going to say that's a point. A heck of a return there that time by the Hot Dogs.
That was great. I'm just trying to get it over. Any part of the ball that touches the line, it's good.
So Ashley Zhang back in here, the junior, and an untimely service error for the Hot Dogs.
Again, as a coach, I'm looking, okay, how can we fix that? She was running to her position before she finished her serve. Serve and then run to your position. This is what I do for game film. I go, we could do this, we could do that, we could do this.
Cassie Thompson back in here to serve for the Warriors. Off the block again, there was Thomas, and then a second effort on the rebound. There was Windmiller.
Okay, first ball contact over for Frankfort with an overpass, and thank you very much is what Danville said.
Windmiller has been a blocking machine tonight, and she takes advantage of the touch again off of Thomas to get that point. Smith setting up her front hitter that time. 50-50 ball. And Smith has to bail it out. Stone gets a fortunate touch there off of Frankfort out of bounds.
Okay. A little miscommunication between the setter and the middle hitter. You can see Stone go to, okay, yeah, but, got the ball and tipped it to the right spot.
Queen again, another big dig, but still a big touch there that time by Windmiller.
Overpass counts as a kill for the hitter. And no, the passer does not get an assist of the other team. So, no, you don't get one.
Speaking of assists, Windmiller has 1,300 career assists as a junior.
That's impressive.
Stone with a soft touch over. Here's Rockhold trying to find it again. Nothing there. And Speckman Again, another big windup. Here's Thomas. Again, sending it long.
But great play, a great dig. I mean, you heard the crowd out there, big hard hit. Ooh, they called.
Looks like they may have touched it right there at the net as it was going over.
All right, up official calls touch.
So if it's a touch, that is a point to the Hot Dogs.
Absolutely.
So here's McAtee to put it in play. Another big block on the front of the net that time. And that was Moody, along with some help from Smith.
And a little bit of the net.
And a little bit of the net as well. So it's a point to the Warriors here. Change up serve that time. And trying to do the off hit there was Zhang, and it goes below the net.
Actually, she mishit. You could hear the sound. It wasn't a solid contact. She's like, okay, I can get this one. Listen to the sound this time.
Stone again here.
Same sound.
A little soft, and again, this time into the net. So service error here in favor of Frankfort. Tonight's game brought to you by Day and Genda Funeral Home, where they believe in putting family first. As active members of the community, they know how to help you in a time of loss. To find out more, visit dayandgenda.com. Just out of the reach that time there for Vandermark.
But that was a nice play, nice set. Probably stepped in a little bit too close, but this late in the game and they're doing that, that's good. That's very good.
Harrington just slips that one over the net. Quick touch. That was a gamble right there by the Warriors, and it pays off.
Okay, Windmiller's pretty good. That was smart. That was very smart. Okay.
That was a gutsy call right there by Windmiller.
I can't set anyone well, so let's just take it over, see what they got.
And so here is Knuckles.
I wonder if she's related to Kenzie Knuckles. That was the star at All-American for Nebraska.
Well, she just got an ace right there, so maybe channeling a little bit of that as well.
Yes. In my opinion, sorry. What was yours?
Block up front again. And that has just been the saving grace tonight here for Danville, has just been that front line play by whoever is up front right there. Windmiller again in on that with some help from Speckman. Here's Knuckles again. Thomas. She's had a solid night striking the ball, but that back line has just been too good. And they're going to say that's a point there, just getting it in for Danville.
Great timing. And the pass, again, is a perfect pass, so 3 option. Setter has 2 options, actually 3 back row attack. And the middle was good timing. So that was well done.
Knuckles again trying to get Danville to set point, and Speckman helps out her cause right there. Speckman has filled up my stat sheet with kills here this evening.
If I were keeping the stat sheet, the kills, she would as well. But she's doing very well. And part of it, Windmiller's been giving her the ball.
11 kills by my unofficial count. Trying to put this one away here are the Warriors. Speckman. Big dig in the back there by Zhang. Thomas on the return, and it goes out of bounds, and that will do it. So the Frankfort Hot Dogs lose in straight sets tonight here to a tough Danville Warriors team, 3 sets to none. Well, tonight's Frankfort Eagles Clinton County Player of the Game, Colleen Queen. She had a heck of a night digging the ball there whenever it was tough service pressure tonight.
Absolutely. Never gave up. It was... I was very impressed. I mean, she's bringing people back to make them play. She was like the glue that held the backcourt together.
Indeed, and still, even though it's a loss in straight sets tonight there, though, Gene, a heck of an effort overall by the Frankfort Hot Dogs this evening.
I used to be a scoreboard coach, and then I was like, no, it's about performance and getting better. So if you want to build a program, it's about performance. It's about getting better every time you step on the court. Scoreboards, those are for parents.
And
people in the media. So I didn't mean to insult anyone here.
No, we definitely have to keep the score at least a little bit for those parents, as you mentioned, who are watching. So Frankfort finishes the regular season here. They still have their end-of-season tournament before going up against Benton Central in the sectional in just a week's time. Danville is done for the regular season. They'll be taking on the winner of Western Boone and Crawfordsville. They drew the sectional bye, and they will figure out who they will be playing come October 14th. Gene Kesterson, a pleasure work with you again tonight, my friend.
Always with you. Always with you.
Final score once again here, straight sets 3-0 in favor of Danville over the Hot Dogs. Thank you so much to our Hot Dog Network and ISC Sports Network crew. I'm Kurt Darling, saying so long till next time. You've been watching Hot Dog Volleyball here on the Hot Dog Network.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable.
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable.
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what